Hi guys, and welcome back. So today I want to create a smoky fall-ish eye look, and I'm going to use my oldie but a goodie, and I haven't used this but a handful of times, and now that winter's here I'm going to try to use it and create as many eye looks as I can out of this palette because it is fall. The leaves are changing, you know, you're drinking the pumpkin spice. I'm actually drinking a caramel frappuccino, hot. And yeah, so all these colors in this palette are really geared towards fall and winter. And it's my Naked Heat palette. And as you can see, the colors in here are really fall, winter, holiday, seasonal. It just screams autumn, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Well, yeah, we could probably pull off a Christmas look with that. So anyway, I don't know what look I'm going for. I don't know what eye look I'm going for. I just know that I'm going to try to utilize these colors as much as possible. And I'm not going to use the brush that comes with it to start. I am going to just use my Wet n Wild blending, fluffy blending brushes. You know, I love the Wet n Wild blending brushes, and I'm also going to use my Frida Kahlo's eyeshadow sponge changer. I love this thing. It comes in handy because I usually keep a towel on my lap, and so this really takes the place of that. So I'm just going to go in with, what I'm going to do is just kind of build and just go from the lightest shade in this palette, and I'm taking the color Sauced, a little bit of Fallout, and I am going to just place that over the entire lid. As my transition shade. I'm really so not ready for winter. I mean, I am just so not ready for winter. It was so cold yesterday, and I don't think it would have been as cold had the wind not been blowing, but it was super, super just bone chilling. Like, it just goes right through your clothes to your bones. And using that same brush, I'm going to go in with, what is this color? Low energy, oh, Low Below. And it's just a shade darker. And I'm going to take that just a little bit lower. And you know, the closer you go to the brush, the heavier the touch. So if you're trying to get like a light dusting, or just, you know, you don't want to go in with too much product, you get a lighter touch using closer to the end of the brush. It just depends on, I find that when I do it closer, my shadows go on quicker. It's just like a really quick application. You don't have to really press hard, but it's just a lot quicker application. And I keep hitting my elbow on the little color changer box. Going in with that same brush, I'm just going to wipe it off a little. I'm going to go in with, I think it says She Devil. It's like a burnt orange. Just going to go lower and go right into my crease, but focusing the majority of the product right on the edge, the outer edge, and then just working it over toward my inner corner. I love the palettes that come with mirrors. Oh my god. Do you ever wonder why like some of the most expensive palettes don't come with a mirror sometimes? Like, it's like, wow, this would be the perfect palette if it had a mirror. So that kind of darkened it up. Kind of smoked it out a little bit. I'm just going to take it with no additional product on this other blending brush and just kind of blend those shades together. And I'm going to just take the brush that came in the actual palette, and looks like I have some product on there. And I'm going to go in with the blending side of it. I don't know what shade I had on there, but it looks pretty dark. I'm going to go into the blending side of the brush, and I'm going to take the next shade over, and it's Cayenne. This is a little firmer. This is a little denser than your average blending brush. This particular palette does have a lot of fallout. I don't care about fallout. It's just be aware in case you have like your outfit on already that you're going to wear for the day. And if you've got, you know, carpet or something that you're trying to protect, you don't want to tap. I don't tap anything on my carpet ever. And I'm going to just take that Cayenne and just really work it into the crease, kind of like the eye socket, and just kind of working it like halfway and about 3/4 of the way. And I look like crap, I know. Some of the videos I watch, I'm like, you know what, Des, you look like shit. Like, why would you even go on camera looking no makeup, like you just got out of bed? And then I watched some videos, and it's like the girls, their eyes look, you know, amazing, their skin looks flawless, and then they go to start their makeup looking like this, and it's just like, like, wow, I don't feel so bad. I'm not to be mean or anything, but I mean, you know, let's be real. I'm going with Infused, and I'm going to use the opposite side of the brush that came in the palette. It's a little bit flatter, and I'm going to just focus that right on the corner, just tapping that on, maybe like swiping it a little bit. If you hear hammering, they're doing some construction nearby. It's really annoying. I usually have the TV or music on to try to tune it out. Or I just have it on in general, not so much to tune it out, but I usually keep it on in general. Just going back in with the other side and not adding any product and just kind of blending those together. Add a little bit more. Now I'm going to go into this really dark shade, and it's called Ashes, and I'm just going to use that same brush and tap a little bit of that off. And I'm literally going to just put that right on the edge. That way it gives it kind of like a really pretty gradient effect. And I just really want it to be super dark, super intense. And then I'm going to take actually I'm not going to add any more product. I'm just going to take what's left on the brush and put it on my inner corner. Just like on the inner, not even the third, just literally right, taking it right to the tip. That's what she said. I might add a tiny bit on. Guess I'll just bring it into the socket. And then I'm going to go back in with that first brush and go back into low below, that lighter transition shade, and just kind of bring that transition shade back in. It does get lost somehow or another. It always seems to like just fade away once you start adding all these colors down here. It kind of just, for some reason, fades away. So it got super smoky super fast. These colors are really pigmented. I love these colors. There's a whole lot of shimmer. Well, there's not a whole lot of shimmers. There's like 4 shimmers. Trying to decide if I want to do a shimmer. This is called Scorched. And I think I'm going to place this on the center of my lid using just this little flat elf brush. And let's try it without wetting the brush. And I'm just going to just place that right in the center of my lid. You can kind of see, I think I'm going to wet my brush. Just to get a better color payoff, maybe. Yeah, that gives it a little bit more intense. Just right in the center. Gives it a little bit of a shimmer, keeping it with that same burgundy brown smoky theme. I think what I'm going to also do is go in with this, it's called Ember. It's a little bit lighter coppery color, and I'm going to do that just literally right smack in the center. Oh, I guess I'm doing it all over the first color, the first shade. I'm going to go on to the brow bone, and I'm going to use this shade, what is it called? Ounce? Quince or Ounce? It's a weird, it's just like a nudie, little light shimmery. I'm just going to go under my brow bone. Take a little on my inner corner. I will go in with a little bit of highlight on the inner corner once I'm done with my makeup. But that's a smoky. I will clean this up as I'm doing my foundation and my concealer. But I just wanted to create a smoky look, and I did use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used 6 shades out of the Heat palette. I don't even know if, I think they still have the Heat palette. It's definitely a good palette to get your hands on. I don't use it as often as I would like to. I will go back to my under eye once I finish the base of my foundation and my bronzing and everything. But I just wanted to create the eye, the one eye, and I will finish off the rest of my face, add some lashes, and I'll see you guys in about 2 seconds. So going back into the Heat palette, I want to go back into He Devil and put that under on my, right below my waterline. Just to kind of solidify the smokiness of the eye look. I think that really brings it out. And I don't like to put a whole lot under my lash line just because it drags my eyes down. And you know, as we're aging, the last thing we want to do is drag our eyes down. My dark circles are pretty intense today. You can still kind of see them peeking through. I did use my Becca under eye corrector, and I used my Huda foundation because I think it's important when you're when you're wearing a bold eye, dark colors, smoky eye, that you use a full coverage foundation, because it's so bold. And then if you've got veins and blue marks, you know, popping through, blue lines, veins, it kind of makes like a big, like you don't know where to look. Like, do you look at the bold eye or do you look at all the veins that are popping through? So I just went in with one pump. I love Huda foundation. It smells amazing, and one pump will cover my entire face. So I did go in with the foundation in custard, and I used the concealer in, I believe it's cotton candy. I'm going to go back in with the, or not go back in, but I'm going to go in with a shimmer, and I think I went in with the shimmer on my eyelid actually, and it's the Ember. I'm just going to put it on the inner third of my eye. Just to kind of open that eye up. I did go in with my inner corner with the Tarte highlight in Spotlight. It's a little bit more of a champagne color, just to try to keep it golden and try to keep it a little bit more caramel and smoky and spicy. So that's what I used. I'm not going to do any more on my lower lash line, other than I'm going to add a little bit of liner on my waterline, and I'm going to go in with this Jaunty Blue, and it's just a dark brown eyebrow pencil, or waterline pencil, and I just want to keep it kind of smoky. Just keep the whole eye smoky. It's pretty subtle. You can also use this on your brows. No rules in makeup. You can just use really whatever. This just kind of darkens the eye. So, you know, it kind of just like closes it up. Anytime you put something dark on your waterline, it's going to kind of like shrink your eye. That's why I like to do when I do just a more natural look, I like to put the white or cream color on my waterline. So I'm going to go in with the NYX, this is just in brown, dark brown. Yeah, no, it's just brown, 802 brown lip liner. And normally I would do like a mauve-y nude lip, but I'm just gonna go all the way today and just I'm gonna slightly overline my lip. You know I'm more of a gloss girl, but I will start off with a lip unless I'm like going somewhere fancy. Not really fancy, but like if I'm going to like a dinner or something, then I'll do like a bold lip. And then as it wears off throughout the night, then I end up putting my Bath and Body lip balm on, or one of my lip glosses. My Fenty Beauty is one of my favorites. And just kind of color it in. It really gives you a lasting color when you fill your lips in with your lip liner. And the NYX lip liners are really good. They're really pigmented and their staying power. Oops. Their staying power is pretty good. And I think I will lightly go in with this ColourPop. And what shade is this? I don't know the shade. I can't read it. It's too small, but it's pretty vampy. I did make a little, there, fixed it. Just going to lightly not putting a whole lot, and then I'm just using my finger to smooth it out over the lip. And it really, I think this lip color really matches the eye look. You can totally skip this and go with a nude or just a lip gloss, but I like to sometimes, you know, go outside the box and outside my comfort zone and also makes your teeth look whiter when you wear darker colors. That's one thing that I do like about winter, is you could wear the darker colors, the vampy, you know, dark, warm, cozy, toasty. Can't forget to set it and forget it. One of my favorite parts of doing my makeup. Okay, this was truly a transformation, you guys. You saw what I look like when I started. That's always so troubling for me, is to start off with the dark circles and the veins and the puffiness and the discoloration, and then to go to, I'm not saying I look all that, but it's definitely a transformation from what I started off with, the base. So again, I just use the Huda foundation. I use the Heat palette, Urban Decay Heat palette. I use for bronzer, I use the Makeup Revolution bronzer in Ultra Bronze, and I used my Tarte Favorite Quad, and I use this color right here for my inner corner, and then I put a little bit of these two on my collarbones because they're showing. So and I think that's it. think those are all the things that I used. I only used a little bit of blush, what was left on this brush, and it was actually from the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores brush. And yeah, so I'm gonna do something with this hair, y'all, and be right back. And there you have it, guys, the finished, completed. I really didn't do anything special with my hair because I need a trim and a color so bad. I've been wearing it up in ponytails and hats, and it's just getting really sore, and it's really not good to wear your hair up a lot. It does cause a lot of hair loss because it's just tugging and pulling. It is good for an instant facelift if you're looking for that. But yeah, so I may end up throwing it up. I don't know. I need to get it trimmed. I am going to make an appointment. I've just been so busy. It seems like by the time I realize that I need my hair trimmed, I see like a million gray in my hair. Like, and they're just popping out more and more. So this is, you know, over 50. But some girls have gray in their 20s, and my son was 10 and he had one little gray hair on the top of his head. So you know, I guess there's premature gray, but my gray is earned, very much earned. So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little mini chit chat, kind of get ready with me fall makeup look. I'm pretty pleased with how it came out. It is really spicy. That's what I'll call it, just a spicy look. Hot tamale, sriracha. Yeah, a little sriracha look. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like if you liked it, and as usual, you know, leave your comments, questions, and suggestions down below, and give me some ideas of what videos you would like to see me do, makeup looks you would like to see me try, and or products. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to take off and go do something exciting, like go to Sam's. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.